and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Global TV AM News. We're live in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba. President Bola Tinubu has inaugurated the renamed Minna International Airport Agro-Processing Zone and agricultural equipment. The airport, first inaugurated by former military head of state Ibrahim Babangida on June 20, 1990, was renamed Bola Ahmed Tinubu International Airport Minna by Governor Umar Bago of Niger. The remodeled airport was previously closed due to the cut-off runway, but now it has a fully furnished domestic terminal. About 2,000 hectares will be used for the agro-processing zone project, 1,000 hectares for drip irrigation and greenhouses, and 1,000 hectares for processing of dairy products. The Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, says President Bola Tinubu has directed the Nigerian Customs Service to return all seized grains to their owners for onward retailing in the Nigerian markets. The Customs CG disclosed this during a stakeholder meeting at Kwangwalam, a border town in Mayadwa, local government area of Katsina State. He said the directive was given by President in his magnanimous gesture of ensuring that people of the country have enough food to buy at cheaper prices from the market. He said, however, the return of the confiscated food items to the owners was based only on the condition that it will be sold in the Nigerian markets. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf of Kano State has urged President Bola Tinubu to open land borders to enhance food security in the country. He stated this during a courtesy visit by the Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, in Kano. Kabir Yusuf, who lamented the harsh economic conditions being experienced by Nigerians, said that reopening the borders would check inflation and cut prices of food items. While stressing the need to reopen the borders, Kabir Yusuf lauded the customs food distribution scheme and called for proactive measures to guard against diversion of the commodities. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Senate has denied padding the 2024 budget by over 3 trillion naira. The upper chamber stated this after Abdul Ningi, a senator representing Bauchi Central and chairman Northern Senators Forum, told the House's service of the British Broadcasting Corporation on Saturday that the 2024 budget was padded. The Senate in December 2023 passed the 2024 appropriation bill totaling 28.77 trillion as against the 27.5 trillion estimate presented by President Bola Tinubu. The budget, which was raised by 1.2 trillion naira, was signed into law by the President on January 1st, 2024. However, Ningi claimed that what was approved by the National Assembly was 25 trillion naira as against the 28 trillion naira being operated by the President. The wife of the governor of Abia State, Priscilla Oti, has frowned at the discovery of a baby factory in Aba, the commercial hub of the state. She also revealed that the state government is determined to protect every Abia girl child against all forms of violence and sexual exploitation. The First Lady, who spoke in Umuahia, the state capital, expressed sadness that while the world was preparing to celebrate the 2024 edition of the International Women's Day celebration, some nefarious persons were busy exploiting innocent girls for selfish reasons. She assured that her office would consistently provide training opportunities for girls until they are gainfully employed and empowered to resist such temptations of giving birth for profit. Oti further assured of her commitment to collaborating with relevant government agencies in ensuring that those fueling abuse of Abia girls are held accountable, reminding the perpetrators that their sponsors that what they are doing is not an investment in women, but rather a destruction of womanhood, culture, and the generation. The Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and Non-Academic Staff Union declared a 7-day warning strike. The union said the declaration was made to demand the payment of 4 months of withheld salaries of their members by the federal government after the 2022 nationwide strike. This followed the resolution of the Joint Action Committee of the two unions after a meeting held in Akure, the Ondo State capital, on Saturday and Sunday. The federal government on Sunday disclosed that the phenomenon of brain drain, often referred to as Japa syndrome, has deprived Nigeria of its top talent in the health sector, with no fewer than 16,000 doctors leaving the country in search of better opportunities abroad. The Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pati, disclosed this in Abuja. Pati lamented that Nigeria has witnessed a generation of young doctors, health workers, tech entrepreneurs, and various professionals abandoning the country for better opportunities abroad. He said in the last 5 years, the country lost about 15,000 to 16,000 doctors to the Japa syndrome, while about 17,000 had been transferred. As the holy month of Ramadan begins, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, has affirmed the commitment of Nigerians to ensuring the safety, security, and well-being of all citizens. The police, as an institution, recognizes the importance of respecting religious practices and cultural traditions and the need to promote the principles of tolerance, understanding, and unity within our diverse society. The IGP said a statement by the Force Public Relations Officer, ACP Muyiwa Adejobi, quoted IGP Egbetokun as urging all Muslim Ummah to embrace the spirit of compassion, generosity, and forgiveness that defines Ramadan. He called for all to come together, support one another, foster a sense of harmony, and build stronger bonds of friendship and cooperation in the holy month and beyond. The President, Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, DEPOWA, Ogogo Musa, has underscored the imperative of gender equality and women's empowerment. Speaking at an event organized by DEPOWA in commemoration of International Women's Day, with the theme Inspire Inclusion setting the tone, DEPOWA President expressed profound appreciation for the opportunity to honor the extraordinary achievements of women worldwide. Kike Lomo Okere has the details.
President, Defense Police Officers' Wives Association, applauds the transformative evolution of Women's Day festivities and the rise of various professionals and social groups advocating fervently for women's rights and active involvement in societal advancement. She fervently appealed for concerted effort to acknowledge and honor the distinctive perspective and contribution of women from all walks of life. She paid homage to the tribalizing women who have propelled progress, dismantled barriers, and championed justice and equality within their communities.
Empowering women is one of the my core place of leadership, because I believe that when women are empowered, they'll be able to influence their community, their environment, and in extension to the society.
While celebrating past milestones, Ogogo acknowledged the persistent hurdles confronting women, including entrenched systematic barrier and discriminatory practice across education, healthcare, and economic realm. She advocates a resolute call to action for the dismantling of gender stereotype and discriminatory norms, stressing the need for policies that uphold women's rights and foster their empowerment.
And I love it when I see women doing well. I love it when I see women contributing, because without them doing this, the children, the home will not be where it's supposed to be. So this inspires me that if we are here to discuss this, we'll be able to know where we need to strengthen.
On her part, the special guest of honor, former Minister of Women Affairs, Dame Pauline Tallen, urged women to continue to stand together and support one another until they get to their rightful place in the society. She tasked government at all levels to appoint more women in decision-making process to ensure women's inclusion for the nation's socio-economic growth.
What I'm calling on all of them is to stand strong in prayers to support their husbands. The role of a woman is to be the engine room of prayer. God answers women's prayers more than ever. The security challenges facing Nigeria today can only be conquered through prayer.
Expressing heartfelt gratitude, the POA president extended appreciation to the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, for her steadfast support of women's cause domestically and internationally. She further emphasized the imperative of solidarity and collaborative action in shaping a fairer, more inclusive society where every woman and girl can thrive, unfettered by gender-based biases and violence. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
You're watching the AM News coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us on our social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. When the AM News returns, federal government says oil earnings rise by 450 billion naira in 2 months. This and other stories coming right after this break. Please stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. Now, if you've just joined us, this is Global Television, bringing you live broadcast of the AM News. On the foreign scene, a U.S. military ship is sailing towards the Middle East carrying equipment to build a temporary pier off the coast of Gaza. The support ship, General Frank S. Benson, set sail from a military base in the state of Virginia. It comes after President Joe Biden said the U.S. will build a floating harbor to help get aid into Gaza by sea. The UN has warned that famine in the Gaza Strip is almost inevitable and children are starving to death. The United Kingdom has banned health and care workers from bringing dependents to the country. This was made known by the UK Home Office via its verified X handle, formerly Twitter. It stated that care workers entering the UK on health and care worker visas can no longer bring dependents, adding that this is part of their plan to deliver the biggest ever court in migration. Some 13 passengers have been rushed to hospital after their Auckland-bound flight experienced serious turbulence. Gerard Campbell of St. John Ambulance, New Zealand, said ambulance crews assessed and treated approximately 50 patients, with one patient in a serious condition and the remainder in a moderate to minor condition, adding that 13 patients had been taken to hospital by ambulance. Meanwhile, King Charles III says that he would continue to serve to the best of his ability after his cancer diagnosis, saying he had been deeply touched by people's wishes for his health. The 75-year-old monarch, who became king in September 2022 after the death of his mother, Elizabeth II, was admitted for surgery for a benign prostate condition in January, but was subsequently diagnosed with an unrelated cancer. He has postponed all public-facing duties while he undergoes treatment, but is continuing with behind-the-scenes work and has been holding some in-person meetings. In business, the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, has warned that real estate developers cutting corners will be penalized. The minister stated this at the opening of 102 units of luxury apartments, high-end offices, and the flag-off ceremony of Project Broadfield by Dynamic Mayor Edge Company in Abuja recently. He also cautioned developers against deceiving subscribers and delivering substandard projects after collecting payments to uphold quality standards in housing projects. The federal government and the Ogun State government have given grants to more than 17,000 micro, small, and medium enterprises and traders in the state. According to a statement from the Ogun State government, Vice President Kashim Shettima announced this during the second expanded National Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Business Clinic, which was held in the state recently. The Office of the Vice President, in collaboration with the Ogun State government, organized the MSMEs Clinic in Abeokuta. The Oyo State government on Monday banned the use of styrofoam for food services, storage and other related purposes. The State House of Assembly had on Thursday, February 8, 2024, urged the state government to ban the use of styrofoam for food purposes in the state. It therefore inaugurated the Food Safety Compliance Enforcement Task Force to oversee the enforcement of food safety rules and regulations in the state. The State Commissioner for Health, Oluwa Sherimi Ajetumobi, who made this announcement during the Food Safety Stakeholders Forum and the inauguration of the task force held at the conference room of the Ministry Secretariat Agodi in Ibadan, the state capital, said the decision was part of government efforts to uphold food safety standards in the state. Crude oil earnings by the federal government increased by about 449.93 billion naira in the months of December 2023 and January 2024. An analysis of data in the latest report on Nigeria's oil production on Sunday showed, although the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission has yet to release oil production figures for February 2024, its latest data so far indicates that Nigeria's oil output maintained a northward movement in the months of December 2023 and January 2024. The country's oil production increased by 3.88 million barrels in December 2023 when compared to what it pumped in the preceding month of November. Let's join Kike Lomokere for more updates and business news.
Hello and welcome to Business Report on Prime News. The Federal Inland Revenue Service has introduced a self-registration modus on the Tax Pro Max platform as part of the reform towards improving the ease of doing business and matching customer-centric approach. This is contained in a public notice signed by the Executive Chairman of FIRS, Zach Adedeji, where he encouraged businesses to take advantage of the new feature. According to the notice, every newly registered business entity can now complete their registration with the FIRS by following the prompt for self-registration. It's noted that the new feature will enable an efficient and transparent tax system that benefits both citizens and the government. The Director General of the National Pension Commission, Aisha Dairu Umar, has denied allegation that the Commission loaned 10 trillion naira to the federal government. The House of Representatives in October adopted a motion mandating its Committee on Pension to recover 10 trillion naira pension fund borrowed by the federal government. Dismissing the claim during an interview over the weekend, Dahiru Umar says PENCOM did not manage pension fund, adding that the federal government did not obtain a 10 trillion naira loan from the Commission. Responding to claims that PENCOM was owing federal government retirees arrears of pension, Dahiru argued that the federal government had consistently met its repayment obligations. Crude oil earning by the federal government increased by 449.93 billion naira in the month of December 2023 and January 2024. An analysis of data in the latest report on Nigerian oil production. Although the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission has yet to release oil production figure for February 2024, its latest data so far indicates that Nigeria's oil output maintained a northward movement in the month of December 2023 and January 2024. The country's oil production increased by 3.88 million barrels in December 2023 when compared to what it pumped in the preceding month of November. Data from the country's economy, a global economic and statistical firm, puts the average cost of Brent, the benchmark for crude oil, at $77.63 per barrel in December 2023. Kike Lomo Okere Global Television News.
In sport, Team Nigeria recorded a clean sweep of gold medals on Sunday at the ongoing African Games in Ghana after 6 female wrestlers won in their various categories. Mercy Genesis kicked off the gold medal rush, winning Nigeria's first wrestling gold medal in the 50 kg category. There was an atmosphere of joy and excitement for Nigeria after sweeping all 5 gold medals at the female wrestling event. Olympic silver medalist Blessing Oborodudu led by example as captain of the Nigerian wrestlers to defeat Blandon Nye Ngiri of Cameroon 14-4. The Democratic Republic of Congo is set to host the CAF African Schools Football Championship. A press release by the CAF Online Communications Department revealed that this upcoming event marks the final leg of the competition, with the Central African Football Federation's Union, UNIFAC zone gearing up to stage the concluding phase of the zonal qualifiers. And that's it on the AM News, and it came to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. Don't forget, we're on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us on our social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. I'm Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching and see you again.